Okay, Long Island. We're in Oakdale, New York. And we're in the book of Acts, chapter 4, verse 1. And as they spake unto the people, the priests and the captain of the temple and the Sadducees came upon them. All right, so verse 1. All right, explaining who's there. All right, because Peter and John, right, they're at the temple. All right, so as they're speaking to the people, right, now the priests and the captain of the temple, the Sadducees, all the Pharisees, they're coming. Now, what's going on here? Why wasn't this authorized? What do you guys think you're doing there? Speaking to the people. And then verse 2. Being grieved that they taught the people and preached through Jesus the resurrection from the dead. All right, so they're preaching to the people there after this miracle. This guy gets healed. This lame guy gets healed. And then they're preaching to the people there. Right, but the Sadducees, they didn't like this. They were preaching the resurrection of Jesus Christ, right? The Son of God. And so, it's like in verse 1, it mentions the Sadducees, because it's like the Pharisees and the Sadducees. The Pharisees believe in the resurrection, but the Sadducees, they didn't believe in a resurrection. All right, and verse 3. And they laid hands on them and put them in hold unto the next day, for it was now eventide. So they're so upset, they arrested them for preaching about the resurrection of Jesus Christ. Right? He said they laid hands on them, they grabbed them and put them in hold, in the holding cell. Right? They locked them up. In verse 4, howbeit many of them which heard the word believed, and the number of men was about 5,000. Right? So this wasn't just a few people. There was 5,000 people came. So the word must have spread pretty quick about the healing of the lame guy. Right? So now there's 5,000 people there. And he said, many of them which heard the word believed. And that's all it takes. Believe. Right? In verse 5, and it came to pass on the morrow that their rulers and elders and scribes, so that's going to tell you what's happening the next day on the morrow, tomorrow. Right? And it came to pass on the morrow. So it came to pass tomorrow. So the next day. So now the rulers and elders and scribes. And it's continuing in verse 6. And Annas the high priest, and Caiaphas, and John, and Alexander, and as many as were of the kindred of the high priest, were gathered together at Jerusalem. So they called all the big guns now. Oh, shoot. 5,000 people they're preaching to. They're preaching about the resurrection of Jesus Christ. Yeah, they called all the big guns in. We're going to get to the bottom of this. Right? They love those council meetings.